I am speaking to you now because this is the hour you asked me to visit, even when you did not know that your heart was calling. I have watched you carry secret weight behind brave smiles, and I have decided that tonight the wait meets its end. I am not late and I am not early, I am exactly on the breath you are taking in this moment. Hear me with the calm that enters the room after a storm has confessed itself and spent its last thunder. Michael stands beside you with a sword of light that does not wound but separates truth from illusion. He is crying loudly because he knows how much you have endured while pretending you were fine. His tears are not weakness, they are the sound of heaven refusing to be silent about your pain. He has been sent to shake the door you keep locked and to lift the latch your fear placed there. You have told yourself you must be strong by being quiet. You have persuaded your own soul that stillness means safety. But the silence has begun to ache, and you have felt the ache in your chest when the room goes dark and your thoughts grow loud. I have seen it, and I have brought you to this sentence to declare an ending. The emergency is not a disaster, the emergency is your rescue. It is the moment when an old hallway of your life catches my light and shows you a hidden exit you did not believe existed. It is the thunderclap that awakens the sleeper before smoke becomes flame. It is the insistent knock that reaches you while you are lost in the echo of yesterday. Michael cries because he sees the pattern, the way you love, the way you forgive, the way you keep giving even when your hands are empty. He has shouted your name in the corridors of heaven the way a guardian shouts to a child who is about to step into a road they cannot see clearly. He is not angry with you, he is fierce for you. He will not let your destiny be stolen by familiar chains. I am peeling back the curtain you thought was a wall. Behind it sits a table you never believed was yours. On the table is a key with your name engraved in light, and it opens the room where opportunities have been waiting with patient joy. This is not fantasy, this is timing coming due like harvest after seed. You have wondered if I have seen the way some have used your kindness as if it were a bottomless well. I have. You have asked why the ones you lifted did not lift you when you needed a hand. I have heard. You have felt that your prayers scatter like birds when you open your mouth. I am gathering them now, and I am returning them not as birds but as a home. Listen to me. I am not only ending what hurts, I am revealing what is prepared. The path you feared would vanish under your feet will, instead, rise to meet you as you walk. The closed mouth of opportunity is about to speak your name. The room that never invited you is about to open its doors and ask where you have been. There is a person with resources, with reach, with the power to shift the floor under your life, who has taken sudden interest in you. Do not be startled by the swiftness of their change. I touched their vision and they recognized what others overlooked. Their shock is not at your presence is older and deeper than their networks. Their shock is at the clarity they now have, the undeniable sense that you are essential to the very future they are trying to build. They will test the sincerity of your yes. They will present something that looks small and ordinary, and inside it is a door. Do not despise the small door. The door is my handwriting disguised as a task. Say yes with peace, not with performance. And watch how quickly the walls rearrange themselves around your obedience. You will not have to beg in this new chapter, you will choose. Your dignity will not be rented by the hour, it will be honored at arrival. The invitations you could never afford will begin to ask if you are available. You will learn how to accept without apologizing for your worth. You will not fear the table because you were born to bless it. I have seen the plans of those who count you out in private. They will not be punished by your revenge but by your rise. The light on you will be such that they cannot pretend you are invisible. You will not return to collect apologies, you will move forward to collect purpose. This is how I keep your hands clean and your heart free. Your finances have felt like a map with half the roads missing. I am drawing the rest now. There is income you did not know was owed to you. There is work that looks like service and pays like leadership. There are connections that were delayed to protect your character until the day your character could carry the weight of your reward. That day is arriving exactly as I intended. Do not speak small about what I am doing. Do not half-bless what I am fully pouring. Your words shape the room you will stand in, and I am asking you to speak as one who belongs there. Call it good before you see it, and your faith will build a chair before your feet cross the threshold. I am reteaching you rest. Not the kind that collapses after everything is broken, but the kind that breathes deep before anything begins. Rest is the inhaled permission to live your life without rehearsing loss. Rest is the sound of chains falling in a room where no one is yelling. Rest is the table where Michael places his sword and smiles at last. I know the dates you whisper to yourself, the anniversaries of disappointment that arrive every year like unwanted guests. I remove the sting and leave the lesson. What once bent you will now be a staff in your hand. What once made you ashamed to speak will become the testimony that opens closed hearts when you share it in due time. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not the one who missed a flight you were meant to catch. You are exactly where your becoming required you to be, and I am the one turning this place into a runway. The takeoff will not be violent, it will be steady, and you will feel the ground release you with a peace you have never known. Michael is crying loudly because he can see the future as plainly as a mountain sees the horizon. He sees you smiling without pretending. He sees your generosity returning to you multiplied, not as a gamble but as a law. He sees the surprise on faces that wrote you off when your name appears where they said it would never be. He sees you refusing bitterness even when justice would permit it. And he is proud of you in the holy way angels are permitted to be proud. I am removing the last hooks of fear that hold to your ribs. Fear has lived like a tenant who never paid rent, and it has painted your rooms with its colors. I am repainting now. The color of your next season is not panic, it is clarity. The texture of your next days is not scarcity, it is sufficiency with overflow attached to purpose. There is a conversation coming that begins simple but turns sacred. It will sound like a casual check-in, an unexpected message, a door opened by courtesy. Inside it is a decree. You will hear your name spoken with honor. You will feel the old instinct to shrink, but you will choose to stand. Stand without apology. Your humility is not the hiding of your light, it is your willingness to place your light where I tell you, for the good of many. The millionaire's interest is not romance designed to confuse your heart, it is alignment designed to fund your assignment. Keep your boundaries pure and your motives clean. Let integrity be the gate through which every offer must pass. What fails the test of peace is not for you, no matter how bright it looks. What passes into peace, keep and cultivate with gratitude. You will wake soon and feel a lightness that does not match your current circumstances. Do not argue with it. The joy is the advanced notice of what is already on its way. Your body will remember what peace feels like, and your mind will relearn how to stand still in goodness without running toward the next fear. I am placing helpers in your path who are not threatened by your growth. They will clap for you in rooms you are not yet in. They will mention your name without asking for a fee. They will delight in connecting you because generosity is their language, and I am sending you people who speak the language of where you are going. There is healing I am doing that will not announce itself with fireworks. It will arrive as steadiness where you were once easily shaken. It will arrive as patience where you once felt hunted by time. It will arrive as laughter that surprises you in the middle of an ordinary task. And you will realize an old wound has finally closed. You feared that if you opened this message, something precious would be taken from you. Instead, something that was taken from you is being removed. The bargain you made with exhaustion is cancelled. The agreement you made with disappointment is revoked. The label you accepted from those who did not know you is peeled away like a faded sticker. I call you by the name I gave you, chosen, protected, provided for, sent. Do not become suspicious of your own favor. Wear it with reverence. Let it make you more kind, not more distant. Let it train you to listen more, not to talk louder. Let it anchor you in service so that your blessing becomes a bridge for others rather than a tower that isolates you. Tonight I settle the fear that you will be abandoned again. I lay that fear down where it can no longer reach for your ankle when you try to step forward. You will not sabotage what I am building in you. You will not speak curses over your own harvest. You will not rehearse the sounds of failure while my song is playing in your house. Michael has handed you a scroll. It is written with instructions that fit your life like a key fits a lock. The first line says, "Answer when purpose knocks." The second line says, "Choose peace over panic." The third line says, "Move when I move you, and rest when I rest you." The final line says, "Be found blessing what blessed you." There are places you will go where your presence heals tension by entering the room. There are people who will discover courage simply by watching you keep your promise to yourself. There are doors that will identify you before you touch them. There are challenges that will shrink into perspective because my hand will be visible on your shoulder. When the offer arrives, you will know it by the steadiness that drapes over the moment like a soft coat on a cold night. You will feel seen without being exposed. You will feel valued without needing to perform. You will sense assignment humming underneath the words being spoken, and you will smile because you will recognize my cadence, even in human voices. This is the last night you will believe you are alone in your calling. This is the first morning you will wake and feel surrounded by help that does not demand your soul. I place around you a ring of protection, not to hide you from the world but to hold you steady in your yes. I set before you a path that glows faintly at first and then brighter as you walk. You have wanted proof that I am with you. I am answering with alignment you cannot manufacture and timing you cannot earn. I am answering with the right door opening at the right speed and the right support arriving at the right scale. I am answering with a peace that follows you into meetings and with solutions that appear when others are out of words. Hold your head with gentle hands. Speak to yourself kindly as one I cherish. Bless the child within you who learned to survive, and invite them to learn how to live. You are licensed by heaven to exhale now. You are permitted to be whole even if others preferred you broken because it was easier to manage. I am lifting the sentence of scarcity from your mind. I am breaking the myth that says every gain must cost you your heart. I am rewriting your expectations so that your soul does not brace for pain when good knocks on your door. You will learn how to receive without trembling, and you will learn how to give without bleeding. Michael's cry is diminishing now because you are listening. The emergency is resolving into instruction. The siren is turning into a melody that guides your steps. The rescue is here, and you are safe to step into it. Take this word and carry it like a lamp. When doubt reaches for you, hold the lamp higher. When old memories try to speak louder than truth, hold the lamp closer. When the offer arrives and your old fear whispers that it is too much, remind your fear that I am the one who sent it. You will not miss what is yours. You will not lose what I place in your hands. You will not be tricked out of your timing. You will recognize the ones I send, and you will be wise with the open door. The one who has taken sudden interest in you will find that your integrity is the treasure that keeps them aligned, and I will bless the partnership because it honors me. Now breathe. The night knows your name, but so does the dawn. The chapter you feared is closing without smoke, without ruin, without the clatter of collapse. It closes quietly, like a door that was never truly locked, and in its place a new door opens, wide and warm. Walk through it. I am with you. Michael walks with you. Provision meets you. Peace clothes you. Favor escorts you. The emergency has made way for your emergence, and you will not return to the days that taught you to deny your own light. You are stepping forward now, and everything that matters is stepping with you. I am speaking to you now because the hour has arrived, and I will not let silence swallow what you must hear. I am closer to you than the breath that warms your chest in the night, closer than the pulse that answers your name, and I have watched you carry weight that was never meant for your shoulders. Archangel Michael is here, and he has been at your side, his voice breaking, his hands steady on the sword that glows when your spirit trembles. He has cried loudly because you would not listen, because the noise around you kept swallowing the signal within you, because you mistook repeated warnings for coincidence and you called divine patterns by ordinary names. Yet here you are, and here I am, and the door between us is open now. Do not run from this urgency. The urgency is not panic, it is alignment. The feeling that something must move now is the signal that destiny has finished waiting and begun walking toward you. You have felt the tremor in your chest, the sudden sensation that if you delay, you will lose something you cannot name but cannot bear to lose. That tremor is true. Do not harden your heart against it. I am not threatening you, I am inviting you to step out of a small room and into the wide air I designed for you at the beginning. Michael has shouted in the corridors of your spirit because he sees what you cannot see. He sees the tangle behind the pleasant face, the whisper behind the smile, the handshake that hides an intention that is not clean. He also sees what your fear keeps belittling. He sees the help that is already standing by your door. The favor already stamped, the provision already signed. He sees the long table laid in the presence of those who doubted you and the cups filled until they spill, and he is desperate that you not cancel what I have set in motion by clinging to a version of yourself that was only meant to be temporary. Listen with the whole of you. A millionaire has taken a sudden interest in you. They are not a myth, and they are not a trap sent to confuse you. They are a person with resources, with a name I do not need you to chase, with a story that surprised even them when their attention landed on you without warning. They are shocked, because they did not plan for your message to move them. For your quiet strength to interrupt their daily power, for your authenticity to cut through a world that rewards performance. They expected to sponsor a cause, but I am causing them to see a person, my person, and their heart is leaning toward you against their usual calculations. Do not worship this person. Do not fear them either. They are a channel, not your source. I am your source. I have chosen to route a portion of your provision through hands you did not expect so that the story cannot be explained by your own network or your own planning. Their interest is not an accident. It is a sign that I am changing the scale of your life, and I am sending an answer in a way that will make even old skeptics sit down. Yet you must be wise as a serpent and innocent as a dove. You must not turn this sign into an idol, and you must not dismiss it because it came dressed in excellence. Receive with humility, walk with discernment, and let your boundaries be firm and kind. You will not be swallowed. You will be established. I have watched you call yourself small because it protected you from disappointment. I have watched you flinch at the sound of your own calling like it was thunder approaching a fragile window. But the window has been reinforced, the frame has been replaced. You are stronger now than the seasons that tried to break you. Michael has stood over you when you slept, and he has kept count of the nights your pillow carried tears you would not confess. He has raised his voice because the day is here, and he refuses to let you bury your permission beneath old shame. He is crying loudly because he loves what I love, and I love you. There are people who have fed off your uncertainty like vines that coil around a young tree and steal its light. They will wither. Do not be cruel when they do. Simply step out from their shade and let the sun find you. Your growth will be your answer. Your quiet joy will be your rebuttal. I am not asking you to fight everyone who doubted you. I am asking you to stop fighting yourself. Put down the habit of arguing with your destiny. Stop rehearsing the worst that could happen. Lift your eyes to the field I have given you and begin to sow with confidence. Because the ground has already been prepared, you have asked me, is this really you, or is this my hope playing tricks on me? Hear me clearly, hope is my breath moving through you. Your hope is not a trick, it is a compass pointing home. The enemy of your soul wanted you to believe that expecting goodness is dangerous. That lie made you loyal to disappointment. Break that agreement now. Your loyalty belongs to me, to truth, to the future that I authored before you took your first step. Agree with what I say, and watch how quickly the landscape changes. This is an emergency because delay has consequences. Good seeds have windows. Opportunities are gates that do not remain open forever. I am not trying to frighten you. I am teaching you to move when I move. When I part seas, walk. When I rain manna, gather. When I say, open the message, open it. When I say, answer the call, answer it. Obedience is how you meet your miracle halfway. If you delay until you feel no fear, you will wait a lifetime. Courage is not the absence of trembling, it is the decision that trembling will not be your master. There is a creative work in you that has been silenced by the rude critic in your mind. I am turning down that critic's volume now. I am amplifying the whisper that says, build. There is a conversation you must have, and there is a letter you must send, and there is a door you must knock on. And there is a room you must walk into without apologizing for your presence. Do not postpone small obedience because you are waiting for a cinematic sign. The next key is already in your hand. Use it. I am healing the places where money became pain in your memory. I am rewriting the script that says provision must hurt you to reach you. I am separating you from the agreement that charity must humiliate you and that wealth must corrupt you. Listen, money is a tool and a test, not a master and not a verdict. I am placing resources with you so you can build, nourish, and bless, not so you can perform for approval. I am training your hands to handle increase without losing tenderness. What I send will not own you, you will steward it with joy, about the person whose attention has turned toward you. Yes, they are startled. They thought they knew their preferences. They thought they knew the kinds of people who could move them. But I am shaking their categories. I am reminding them of promises they made when they were younger and more honest, before cynicism became their flavor of safety. Your presence is waking something decent in them. They are not your savior. They are a witness to what I can do when I choose unlikely intersections. Treat them as a human being, not a destiny. Look them in the eyes. Tell the truth. Do not shrink, and do not boast. The light in you will do the rest. Michael has been loud because a storm was forming at your threshold, not to destroy you, but to test your anchoring. The wind was sent to expose the loose nails in your foundation so that we could fasten them before the real season begins. That confrontation you wanted to avoid is the very moment that will free you. Speak with honor and with precision. Do not accuse, declare your boundaries and your intentions. Some will leave when you do this. Let them. The room that empties now will hold the furniture of your future. You still carry the voice of a moment when someone broke your trust and left you wondering if you were hard to love. I am removing that burr from your heart. You are not difficult to love. You are not a project to be fixed. You are a person to be cherished. I refuse to let that old wound become the lens that edits the gift I am sending. If I decide to bring people into your life who can help you build, that does not mean I am confirming the lie that you were incomplete before them. You are complete in me. Help is not a verdict, it is a kindness. You ask for a sign, and I give you 3. First, you will notice unusual clarity in your body, a lightness in your chest like windows opened after rain. That is me lifting the residue of dread. Second, a message will arrive that uses a phrase you privately wrote down, a line you thought no one read. That is me echoing you back to yourself so you will not dismiss what I am doing. Third, the timing of an important invitation will move earlier than expected. A door you circled for months will unlock suddenly. That is me aligning calendars in your favor. I am breathing on your name. You think your reputation is small, but your name has walked ahead of you into rooms you have not entered yet. Your integrity is telling your story where your mouth cannot reach. Your consistency is vouching for you. I have not asked you to impress anyone, I have asked you to remain true when no one clapped. You did, and I have recorded it. Now watch what I do with a life that did not sell itself for quick attention. Guard your mornings. The first words you touch will shape what you build. For a season, Treat your first hour like holy ground. Do not marry your phone before you greet your soul. Write what I show you. Pray without theatrics. Bless what you will touch that day. Call peace into your rooms. Invite wisdom to sit at your table and do not interrupt her when she speaks. You will feel the structure of your days changing, and with it, your outcomes will change. Release the habit of explaining your calling to people committed to misunderstanding you. Their ears are tuned to a station that does not broadcast what I am saying to you. Love them, but stop submitting your blueprint to their skepticism. Share your plans with those who handle wonder carefully. Share your battles with those who know how to pray quietly. Share your dreams with those who do not compete with them. Your circle is soil. Choose it like you choose a seedbed. I am straightening your path. The detours are ending. The unnecessary appointments are dissolving. There will be fewer empty yes and many intentional no's. This is how you keep your power from leaking. This is how your days stop feeling like a handful of sand. A focused hour with me will recover what scattered weeks could not hold. The world around you is busy, you will become excellent. Let your pace be set by purpose, not panic. There is a place you are afraid to enter because it feels like the room where your voice once broke. You fear that if you speak there, you will hear the old tremor, and the old eyes will laugh. Walk in anyway. Your voice has changed while you were healing. It will not crack under the same pressure. You will speak, and the room will quiet, not because you are loud, but because you are real. Truth draws attention without tricks. Forgive yourself for the seasons you survived by shrinking. You did not fail me by being careful when you were learning to stand. You failed yourself only when you forgot that caution was supposed to be a bridge, not a home. Today, cross that bridge. Step from survival into design. The blueprint has waited patiently under the weight of your excuses, and it is still intact. I kept it safe. I kept you safe. I am not only answering prayers, I am upgrading the kind of prayers you pray. You will stop asking to be tolerated and start asking to be effective. You will stop asking for crumbs and start asking for harvests. You will stop asking for the bare minimum and start asking for overflow that feeds others. You will ask as a child, not as a beggar. You will ask as an heir, not as an outsider. And I will delight in meeting you at that new level. Do not let nostalgia chain you to a season that could not hold you then and cannot hold you now. Sentiment is not the same as covenant. Celebrate what was beautiful and release what was binding. Pack gratitude, leave regret. The road you are on requires both hands on the wheel. The wind you feel is not emptiness, it is acceleration. The sounds that frighten you are not threats, they are proof that you are moving. When I tell you to move, you will move kindly but firmly. You will not slam doors, but you will close them. You will not burn bridges, but you will stop camping beneath them. You will not justify growth, because growth is your natural language. You are not betraying your past by completing it. You are honoring it by refusing to live in it. Michael is here, and his tears are the last storm you will hear before a clear sky. His cry has shaken you awake. Rise. Wash your face. The day does not ask your permission to begin, it has begun. You will carry yourself into it with the quiet dignity of someone who knows they are loved. You will carry the tools that fit your hands, not the armor that never did. You will speak little and build much. You will be gracious without being gullible. You will be generous without being used. You will be open without being invaded. About the blessing that is coming, do not fear its size. Large gifts do not require you to become someone else to hold them. They require you to become fully yourself. I will teach you how to allocate, how to protect, how to invest, and how to bless. You will learn the difference between momentum and mania. You will learn how to pause and still be powerful. You will learn the rhythm of increase without losing the melody of peace. Those who expected you to fail will not receive the spectacle they hoped for. They will receive a lesson instead. That quiet obedience outlasts loud predictions. You will not gloat. You will plant. You will not clap back. You will clap for others. You will not shrink to make room for smallness. You will build a bigger room. Your testimony will not be a boast, it will be an invitation. I am placing you where your voice heals and your work multiplies. The rooms you enter will be different because you entered them. The tables where you sit will have conversations they were never brave enough to have until kindness arrived with conviction wearing your face. You will remain human. You will remain grounded. You will laugh with friends who remember where you started, and you will cry with strangers whose pain feels familiar. Nothing expensive will replace what is sacred. Shield your heart from flattery that tries to rent your soul by the hour. Accept honor, but do not sell your compass. The people who approach you now will see favor on you. Some will approach to share it, some will approach to siphon it. Ask me before you answer. Ask me before you sign. Ask me before you schedule. A 3-word prayer, guide me now, will cancel traps that look like gifts. Do not apologize for surviving when others expected you to surrender. Do not apologize for shining where others dimmed. Do not apologize for telling the truth kindly. Do not apologize for setting standards that protect what I am doing in you. Your boundaries are not barriers. They are bridges with tolls that keep wolves from wandering into the pasture. You worried that you had missed it. You did not miss it. The detour became a classroom. The delay became a gym. The disappointment became a lens that taught you to spot counterfeits in seconds. You are not late, you are ready. The clock you fear is not counting down to loss, it is counting down to launch. The emergency is not catastrophe, it is activation. Michael is no longer pleading for you to wake, he is smiling because you are awake. He has put away his trumpet and lifted his banner. He walks ahead of you into meetings you once feared, and he stands behind you when you feel alone. He is assigned. He is not visiting. You do not have to perform to keep his attention. You are covered because I have called you mine, I have said what I needed to say, and the air around you has heard it. This word is working even when you cannot feel it. The floor beneath you has shifted into stability and the ceiling above you has lifted into possibility. This is not a speech to admire, it is a map to follow. Breathe, and then move. Bless, and then build. Ask, and then act. Listen, and then lead. The person with means who has noticed you will reach out in a way that does not demand a mask. You will know it by the absence of pressure and the presence of peace. You will answer without anxiety. And you will keep your schedule with dignity. What they offer will be a seed, not a leash. If any offer feels like a leash, release it. You will not be bought. You will be partnered. Now, lift your head. Place your hand over your heart. Say yes with your life, not just your lips. I am with you as surely as morning is with the east. You are not late. You are not lost. You are not forgotten. You are the one I am speaking to, now. Open fully. Walk swiftly. Love deeply. Give wisely. Rest securely. And watch what I do when a willing heart meets a ready hour. That I am speaking to you now with a nearness that settles on your shoulders like warm light, a presence that does not leave when the room changes. That does not vanish when the phone dims and the noise of the world quiets. I am near. I am not far. I am the voice you have tried to hush, the tug in your chest that returns, the soft insistence that you were made for more than surviving the doubts of yesterday. Hear me, because the hour is tender and the window is open. What comes through this opening is meant for you, and there is a speed to it, a holy acceleration, because delay has stolen enough from your story. I am not scolding you, I am rescuing minutes that once drifted like leaves from your hand. I am restoring them. I am gathering them. I am pouring them back into your future as strength, as clear vision, as a cadence in your steps that says, I know where I am going. You will not wander in circles any longer. I am making your path plain. Archangel Michael stands at the threshold, and I tell you truthfully, he has cried loudly because you kept silencing what you knew was true. Not tears of anger, but tears of fierce love, the kind that battles for you even when you grow tired of battling for yourself. He has wrestled nights for you. He has stood between you and the sneer of voices that were not mine. He has lifted the heavy curtain that tried to make you believe nothing would change. He has waited at your door with a sword of clarity, to sever the loops of fear that tied themselves around your decisions. Michael has not wept to shame you. He has wept because destiny called your name and you pretended not to hear. But you will hear now. You will hear because I am amplifying a note in you that cannot be ignored, a bell in the center of your life that rings with the sound of appointed time. It is an emergency, not because you are in danger of being unloved, but because you are in danger of growing comfortable with smallness. Smallness is a quiet robber, friendly, polite, reasonable, and fatal to the life I planted in you. I have seen you trade thunder for timid apologies, grace for permission slips signed by people who do not carry your purpose in their hands. No more. I am interrupting the habit of shrinking. I am interrupting it with the suddenness of sunrise after storms. When light arrives, it does not ask for permission, it simply fills every corner. Let it fill you. Let it pour into the back rooms of your heart where you stored old disappointments like dusty boxes you forgot to label. Light is entering those rooms. Light is naming things properly. Light is making you brave again. You want to know why everything feels heightened, why the air itself seems to hold its breath around you. I will tell you plainly. A powerful figure in this world has taken sudden interest in you. This is not a trick, not a tease, not a mirage. A millionaire has fixed their attention on what I am building in you. They do not yet have the language for it. To them, it feels like curiosity and shock. Like the jolt of recognition when one stumbles upon a door in a familiar house that was somehow hidden. They are astonished, because the radiance you carry was not advertised. It was cultivated in silence, in kneeling, in the quiet decisions that no one applauded. I saw those decisions. I recorded them. I am now translating those decisions into visibility. The interest directed toward you is not to distract you, it is to deliver a key, a resource, an alignment that matches the architecture I designed for your calling. The one who has noticed you has noticed because I placed a light on your work that cannot be ignored. It is not flattery. It is appointment. It is not random favor. It is precise fulfillment. Do not be afraid of recognition. Do not sabotage it with old vows that said you must remain hidden to be holy. Holiness is not invisibility, it is alignment. Alignment produces impact. Impact invites resources. Resources, in the hands of the faithful, become bread for many tables. If I trust you with visibility, it is because I have prepared you to steward it without worshipping it. Michael has guarded this hinge of your story carefully, because the adversary loves to twist promotion into pride and provision into prison. That will not happen to you. Your roots are deep. Your yes belongs to me. Your hands have learned to open and to let go. Because your hands are open, I can fill them without them closing around the gift like a fist. Wealth is a servant in your house, not a master, not a voice that tells you who you are. You will never be bought, because you are already chosen. You will not bow to any ledger, because your name is written in light that no debt can erase. There is urgency because windows of favor open and then they move. They do not punish, they simply travel. This window is hovering over you now, and it is large, and it is bright, and it touches things you once thought were beyond your reach, projects you shelved, songs you half finished, plans you scribbled at 2 a.m. and then buried under the routine of daylight. I am brushing the dust from those plans. I am whispering breath into dormant drafts. I am sending people to ask you for the very thing you were about to abandon. When they ask, answer boldly. When they invite, step forward. When the contract arrives, read with clarity and then sign with confidence. The caution you need will be given. The counsel you need will sit beside you at the exact hour you require it. I am not calling you to leap into darkness, I am handing you a lamp for each step. It will be enough. You will not stumble, Michael's tears are turning into banners. He lifts them now over your home, over your work, over your mind. On those banners is written, protection, pace, purity, proportion. Protection, because I am placing a boundary of fire around the tenderness of what is beginning. Pace, because rush and drift are equally destructive, I will give you a rhythm that sustains rather than burns. Purity, because plenty without purity is a slow collapse, your yes to me keeps your foundation whole. Proportion, because you will keep the main thing, presence over performance, obedience over spectacle, substance over noise. You will live by these banners. They will keep you in balance when praise tries to tilt you and when criticism tries to crush you. These banners are not suggestions. They are assignments. Now listen carefully, because the emergency holds instructions. First, dismantle the altars of distraction. You know their names. You know the screens that steal the hour I ask from you. You know the conversations that leave you smaller. You know the rooms that smell like compromise. Walk out. The door will not lock behind you, but it will close. You are not rude for choosing sacred focus, you are faithful. Second, claim the space you kept renting to fear. Some of your boldest ideas have lived like tenants in your mind, paying rent with anxiety and overdue notices. Evict them from the attic of thinking and move them to the workshop of doing. Draft. Build. Send. Follow up. Put dates on promises. Treat your calling like the living thing it is. Feed it, water it, prune it, celebrate its small growth rings and its sudden bursts of height. Third, bless your name aloud. You have spoken harshly about yourself in the private hallways of your thoughts. Cancel those words now, not with grand speeches but with steady truth. Say, I am trusted by God. I am guarded by angels. I am safe to succeed. I am safe to be seen. I am safe to change. Truth repeated becomes a path under your feet. As for the millionaire who is astonished by you, I will choreograph this meeting. Do not chase, posture, or plead. Prepare. Preparation is how faith breathes. Gather the proofs of what you have built. Clarify the exact ways you multiply value. Name what you need and what you will not trade. Make room to receive without losing room to rest. I will place on your tongue the right words at the right moment. Not a flood of explanations, but a clean, luminous sentence that carries weight. Favor recognizes clarity. It moves toward it. You will not be dazzled into poor agreements, because peace will be your umpire. If peace dims, you will pause. If peace brightens, you will proceed. Michael will stand just behind your right shoulder, and though they will not see him, they will feel the gravity of the atmosphere around you shift into reverence. This is not for drama. It is for order. The meeting will not be a performance, it will be a covenant of assignment. I am also settling matters from your past that kept trying to follow you into rooms where they did not belong. Loose ends, owed apologies. The echo of failures you already outgrew, watch how I fold them. I will not embarrass you to teach you. I will teach you gently, and then I will demonstrate through you what it looks like when a person refuses to let yesterday define the tone of today. You will carry relief into places where everyone is tired of running on fumes of ambition.